The Prime Minister Scott Morrison has wrapped up his visit to Timor-Leste, taking part in celebrations to mark the 20th anniversary of the vote for independence. He spoke of a new chapter in relations which have been strained since Australia was caught spying during negotiations over oil and gas resources. Southeast Asia correspondent Ann Barker reports from the capital, Dili.
This was Timor-Leste's biggest party since independence itself. There were fireworks and music as thousands came to celebrate the vote for freedom 20 years ago. Older Timorese who lived through the brutal Indonesian occupation and the horror that followed the referendum. And those too young to remember or not even born know what their elders went through.
Many military from Indonesia killed Timorese. For my family, maybe they lose almost 25 like this.
People from your family?
Yeah, for my family.
But what made this anniversary more special was the final ratification of the Maritime Treaty with Australia that Timor-Leste hopes will bring it billions of dollars in revenue from oil and gas reserves in the Timor Sea and help generate desperately needed jobs for one of the world's youngest populations. Scott Morrison paid credit to the tiny nation for its progress since independence in building a vibrant democracy.
Today you are a proud nation, a young nation risen, one that has shown the world how to overcome violence with peace and rebuild what was torn down and taken.
The Australian government will be hoping the Prime Minister's visit can reinvigorate a relationship that has been strained since Timor-Leste discovered Australia had bugged its cabinet room during the treaty negotiations. Anger over the espionage remains high in Dili, where protesters this week called on Australia to drop charges against the former spy who exposed the bugging and his lawyer. Though Scott Morrison refused to answer questions about the spying charges during his visit to Timor. A delicate diplomacy, but bringing relief for those whose fight for freedom was not easy. Ann Barker, ABC News, Dili.